his way to the bottom row, trying to sit. And look at the... Hello, Smash Wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of The Hangover. I'm Scott Hunter. Alicia Atut is off tonight. We just got off on another great show at the Rec Room in Toronto, Ontario. And we just saw a huge breaking news here as Kingdom James was about to be fired by Managing Director James Key. Instead, James Key thought of one better. Anthony Kingdom James is set to go one-on-one with Tarek at the Northern Tournament after involving himself in that match tonight. But of course, the winner of that match, Sebastian Suave, qualifying for the Northern Tournament, is our guest tonight. But first, let's take a look at what we just saw. And he's got those legs grapevine around the body as well of Tarek. Oh, now the referee goes down. Throwing a kick right to the back of the head. And Tarek now looking for a backpack stunner, and he nails it, but there's no official, James.
Someone's got to get a check on this referee.
James to the cover. Wait, he can't do anything, though. Wait!
I'm still here.
He knows the rules, and he's doing it right in front of you, James. There's no official. Kingdom James is getting involved, and we all know the stipulation. If he gets involved, he's fired. James, he's forcing your hand. And this is just an assault on Tarek after what's been an incredible matchup. There's no official. Oh, a boot from Tarek to Kingdom. Oh, what a lariat there from Kingdom James.
Well, I hope he's enjoying, a long stay in the unemployment line.
And now, hang on, now Suave is measuring up Tarek. And there's that brought to you by that elbow strike to the face.
He can throw the ref in all he wants. Not like this.
Two. Sebastian Suave is headed to the Northern Tournament.
Because somebody no longer has a spot at the Northern Tournament.
Yeah, that jerk.
Right. But he's going to have a match.
With you. Yeah.
He's going to have a match with you.
Yeah.
Whoa!
The Northern Tournament, you get what you've been asking for.
James Key just won up
versus
himself.
Anthony Kingdom James.
Sebastian Suave, first of all, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And this is a new look for you. It's actually a nice shirt you got on.
You don't like the tank tops once in a while? I get a little comfortable.
Well, yeah, I guess you get comfortable, but
I work hard. I work with the sponsorships. I work hard in the ring, and heaven forbid, once in a while, I want to wear some track pants, and you judge me. So yeah, I got the dress shirt today.
Well, it's not judging you. It's just like I know you, and
are you a friend? I dressed a little better than you today.
No, dressed well.
Oh, come on.
Let's not go that far. But let's talk about how much money. You don't have to. I'm not asking for a figure here. But talk about how much money or how much influence Kingdom James has had on the bank account since you joined up with him.
Kingdom James has genuinely had an influence on every aspect of my life involving wrestling since joining me. With the bank account, with the confidence, with just putting more time into conditioning and training and nutrition. And the man preaches that I need to go the extra mile that way. And look at him lately. He's been losing all that weight. He's been putting the time with me. I'm a happier man. I know people don't have to like what I do, but I've been a new man this past year and a half. I love what I'm doing. I'm succeeding. And you know what? I don't have to cater to people. I don't have to worry about. There are people who are going to like me. My sponsors like me. My fans who get me, get Kingdom, like me. So why do I need to appease those other people? Don't have to. Things are good. So yeah, he's influenced it, and he's influenced it for the better.
Well, and so let's talk about that, because before Anthony Kingdom James, of course, you're one of the Smash Wrestling originals. A lot of people consider you one of the pillars of Smash Wrestling. Before Kingdom James came, you were primarily a tag team wrestler here in Smash Wrestling, one half of the Overdogs, which is one of probably one of the most popular tag teams we've ever had here in Smash Wrestling. Something you guys were on a roll. You guys were winning matches. You and John Green. Something happened. Something took a turn, and wins started turning to losses, and confidence started failing. And Do you blame John Greed for the way things turned out with the Overdogs?
I sincerely blame myself and not taking a shot at him, but at the end of the day, you're in control of your own destiny. So inside a ring, outside a ring, you can complain. So I walked away because it was for the better for me and perhaps for him. But for the time I walked away, my future in the ring was up to me and his future was up to him. And I didn't know what the right answer was or if I was coming back. And guess what? It wasn't my friends. It wasn't you. It wasn't James Key. It wasn't Alan Taylor. It wasn't Brent Banks. It wasn't Tyson Dukes, a father figure. It was Kingdom James who said, you got it. You're special. You are someone who deserves something better, and we're going to make it happen. So, yeah, like that was the big difference. And I wouldn't say things took a turn for the worse. I'd say that it was probably the right time because I had a chip on my shoulder, and the reality is any good wrestler will feel overlooked at one point or another, and that was a point that the Overdogs was not what I wanted. I wanted more, and no one was going to give it to me at that time.
Well, and that's nothing's ever given in this industry. I think, like you of all people told me that nothing's ever given. Opportunities are earned. Opportunities like getting into the Northern Tournament, which you earned here tonight. You sort of earned it. Let's be honest here. Kingdom James got involved in the matchup despite the stipulation leading into that match. If he got involved, he'd be fired. Talk about that sacrifice that he made to you. What does that mean to you?
That's been the get-go. That's been the influence he's had from the get-go. Sometimes, yeah, he makes a sacrifice. Sometimes he has to get a little dirty. Sometimes he doesn't have to. But as long as I win, as long as I get sponsors, as long as I get in better shape, as long as I get better matches, as long as I pick up bigger wins, as long as I get titles, as long as I pick up my confidence, and some people get behind that, or other people just don't like it, and I can see it in their faces that it bugs them, that I'm getting that shot, I'm getting that opportunity, I'm getting that money. I love it. I love it. I love that look in people's faces. You know why? Because they never gave a damn about me. And the reality is no matter how many wins I pick, no matter how much success I earn, they're not going to give me my due. And I'm not waiting for that due anymore. You know who's going to shout my name? You know who's going to say I'm the real deal? Kingdom James is going to do it, and I'm going to do it.
Are you fueled by proving people wrong?
I used to. That was a chip I had on my shoulder. I don't have to prove people wrong anymore. I am a pillar because I'm good. The difference between me and the other pillars is they are given that due that they are a pillar. I'm well aware that sometimes people see me as a pillar by association as being one of the guys who was there by default, being a guy who's put his time with Smash. I am the most intriguing pillar because technically, unlike those guys, and that's my biggest chip with Tarek, they have it. People like you look at someone like Tarek and you preach to people, Tarek has it. Tarek should be signed. No one says Sebastian Suave should be signed. No one says Sebastian Suave has it. And the reality is, I'll agree, I don't have it. You tell me what the hell it is. All I know is it is a given from birth. It's something you haven't scratched and clawed for. You know what I am? I'm blue collar. I've scratched and clawed harder than anyone else. And that's my chip on my shoulder with the fans. It's because I'm like them. I'm not special. I'm not tall. I'm not 6'6". I don't have this incredible athletic ability to do these crazy flips. Yet I'm here. Yet I'm relevant. Yet I win. Yet after 11 years, I've made my mark on the Canadian scene, and I will continue to do so. And yeah, that pisses me off because these fans, they look to guys who have it. And the reality is a lot of these guys like Tarek, those are probably the guys that bullied them in school when they were younger. Yet they look up to these pieces of crap that probably never gave a damn about them. These wrestlers that will smile at them. Why? Because they pop for them, because they give them the buzz, because they go on Facebook and say, Tarek has it, because they'll buy their merch and say, thanks, pal, take a picture with me. Yet, ironically, I'm the guy that they could vicariously live through. They could have made it as a wrestler, a hockey player, but they didn't. Guess what? That guy, Sebastian Suave's like me. He did it. He defied the odds. He was told he was too short, that he was too much of a nice kid, that he doesn't have the it factor. Yet he's there. Yet he's making a living at this. And they should be cheering someone like them, someone like Sebastian Suave. But instead, they like to cheer the bullies and the guys that don't really give a damn about them. And I'm fine. You know what? I accepted that. That's why I don't chase their approval anymore.
It doesn't sound like you're fine with that, though, Seb. It sounds like you're a little bit bitter towards the fans.
I was, but now I'm a realist about it. That's how it is. They're going to say Tarek and Brent Banks and guys like that have it, and I'm going to prove them wrong. that I'm the real deal. But they're delusional. Some people are never going to give me my due. They're never going to give me my due. Some people like you may never give me my due. You might see me exceed expectations.
Hang on here. Now, before we go, I'm going to cut you off at that because if you're going to throw mine into it,
I will.
I've been preaching your success since day one here in this company. I've been one of your biggest supporters here in this company, and I've been doing it week in, week out. I just don't like seeing you cheat to win because I don't think you need to do it.
The reality is people are paying attention more to me. The reality is I'm having more money in my pockets, and I don't care if it's ethical or it's by the books. I'm winning because you know what? When you don't get your due, when you don't get the shots that you deserve, you got to kind of make it your own opportunity. So if you know what? Some people got into the Northern Tournament without a qualifier. Of course, I had to have a qualifier. So you know what? Yeah, I don't get my gimme. I'm going to take my spot. And you damn right I'm going to cheat if I need to again. You damn right I'm going to play dirty. You damn right I'm going to spit in someone's face I have to piss them off. You know why? Because I have something that's working. I'm a happy man. I don't need to make friends with those people in this company or in that audience that don't show me my respect. Why? Yeah, because to appease to you and other people say, you can do it. Well, where were all these people when I was an overdog? Where were all these people? Maybe one or two of them give me the courtesy, hey, pal, you're great. You have potential. No. People, you want to say you had my back. You didn't have my back enough. You know who had my back enough? Kingdom James had my back enough. And quite frankly, before that, it was one guy. It was me. I had my back, and honestly, it was so defeating to have no one else in my corner. But now it's not Kingdom James. What Kingdom James has done for me was slowly build an army of sponsors and other people who respect me. And you see, you guys look at an audience in the crowd, and you say, well, you cheat, no one respects you. Well, no, those fans don't respect me. Beyond my sponsors, I go to my business meetings. I hang out with the people who are the go-getters in life. They're not the blue-collar people in the crowd. The people who've made it, the people who are millionaires, the people who have jobs they love, the people who are happy with those lives. Those guys respect me. Those guys like how I handle my business. And people who sit in the crowd who are blue-collar, they're just, oh, those rich people. Oh, these people who have success. Oh, he has the good-looking girl. These people went and chased the good-looking girl. They chased the money. They chased that respect. And those are the kind of people who respect me. So no, if some people don't like how I roll in the ring, they don't like me cheating, whether it's you or them, that's not the people I'm appeasing to. Say what you want, but I'm going to keep rolling the way that I do because it's made me happy and it's made me successful. What else do I need?
What? And now you're in the Northern Tournament. So let's role play a little bit. Hypothetically, you win the Northern Tournament. You become the number one contender to the Smash Wrestling Championship, which means you've probably got a date down the line with the Beast King, Frankie TM. How do you think you stack up against the leader of Malice right now here in Smash Wrestling?
Frankie is someone that's special like Tyson, like Matt Cross, like Pepper Parks. They've been around. These guys have been around, 16, 18, 20 years? They're survivors. Brent Banks and I are the only guys who survived from our class, and quite frankly, even the whole scene at that time. There's like 2-3 of us left over. We're survivors. We go through all these waves of new talent that come, all these guys who are promising, and their bodies break down. Physically, they give up. Mentally, they give up, but we stay around. Someone like Frankie has been around, so I know him very well, and he knows me very well. When I was a rookie, I got in the ring with Frankie, and he killed me. I know Frankie's game. I've faced him in Quebec. I've faced him in Ontario. I've seen him stateside. I know him well. Is he a guy who's been very psychotic through the years? Yeah. Is he more psychotic than he's ever been? Sure. But one can say that maybe I'm not psychotic, but you can say I've evolved in the ring physically and mentally, just like Frankie. It's two different personalities, but I'm just as much as a threat. And if I'm hungry not just to win, see, the incentive other wrestlers have is for the win and the belt. But for me, it's also for the sponsors. For me, it's for my personal satisfaction of living my life the way I want. And at Super Showdown, the biggest stage of the year for Smash Wrestling, and I will say it, the biggest company in Canada, one of the biggest in North America, a company that's just starting to hit its strides, on that stage for that company with those eyes, winning a title then, it's the biggest satisfaction for me, and it's a reminder to all the people that didn't get my back. And you know what? I don't want them to jump on my bandwagon, but it's a friendly, satisfying reminder that, hey, I've moved on from you guys not getting behind me, but guess what? It's once again another reminder that you guys made the wrong decision, that you guys did not put your money behind a real winner. And you know what? That's satisfying. That's not jealousy. That's not being bitter. That's just simply another point in my life, another time in the ring where yet again I am satisfied with the results.
Here's the problem with that.
Oh, we got a problem with that.
There is a problem with
Yeah,
that.
you tell me the problem.
The problem is you're not just stepping in the ring with the Beast King, Frankie TM. The problem is Malice. Malice is a cancer to Smash Wrestling. Malice is a problem here in this company. Tyson Dukes tried to rally the pillars together to fight against Malice, and you said no.
That's his battle.
Is Kingdom James, but it could become your battle. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Is Kingdom James enough for you to overcome Malice?
So far, he's been enough for me with a lot of people I've faced, and when it comes to it, it will be enough. And if it's not enough, you better believe it that we're going to have our game plan. Because anyone we face, listen, we face people who are technical, people who are high flyers. We face the odds in these 4-way matches, and for the most part, whatever situation I'm in, we always have a game plan. We always scout it. We're always prepared. And you think I'm going to get into the biggest match of my career for a title that I rarely get an opportunity, and I'm going to cross my fingers and just be optimistic? I'll know my game plan against FTM. I'll know my game plan against Malice. I'll know my game plan of who the referee is and what venue I'm in. You better believe that to get to the point I have, every single match of my career, even if I'm going up against a Tarek or someone new like a Daniel Garcia, there is a game plan to every angle and to every aspect and to every breath of that match.
I guess the point I'm trying to make, though, is
the point you're trying to make is that, no, yeah, you got that right. I'm going to interrupt you. The point is that if someone like Tyson can't do it, how can you?
No,
which, again, is a backhanded compliment the fans have been giving me.
That's not the point I'm trying to make.
I can't do with something that Tyson couldn't accomplish?
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying with
you tell me what you're trying to tell me.
All the pillars are walking out on Tyson Dukes. All of Smash Wrestling is saying that's not my fight. All the fans are letting Tyson Dukes have that battle. But don't you guys understand that as soon as Frankie TM runs through Tyson Dukes and the rest of Malice runs through Tyson Dukes, you're next on the list. Divided Smash Wrestling cannot overcome the forces of Malice. We have to unite.
So I got to be there for Tyson, but when I walked away...
No, you got to be there for you.
He wasn't there for me before. Why do I got to be there for him now?
It's not for him. You're not doing it for him. You're doing it for this, Sebastian. You're doing it for Smash Wrestling. You're doing it for the company.
Why doesn't Smash Wrestling do it for me for once? Why doesn't Smash Wrestling or you do it for me instead of this logo? I bled for this logo. I've gotten heat. Hey, let's not talk about other promotions. I didn't get booked elsewhere because of my love for Smash Wrestling, because I waved that flag, because it wasn't cool to be rocking this flag and this sweater and this banner. Hey, but I got to be there for the company again. I got to be there for you, and I got to be there for Office, and I got to be there for the other boys, because, like, you know what? We need to push Smash Wrestling. Why? So guys like Brent Banks and Tarek can get signed. So a guy like Tyson Dukes can finally get his recognition. No, why don't you guys get behind me? Why don't you guys trust me? If Malice is being an issue, why don't you guys put a stipulation in there that protects me? Why don't you guys fucking lay down the law and help me? It's got to be about the logo. It's got to be about you like to say it, right? It's about the logo on the jersey.
Absolutely.
What about the name on the back? What about the guy that's changing the game here? He's just scratching at the surface. What if I'm the guy that has it? The guy that you want to ride the wave with to the next level, that puts the Canadian scene on the map? Why does it have to be Tarek or Brent Banks or Tyson by default? Why? Because you just like them? Great. You like them. Buy their merch. But why not me? Why doesn't this company protect my name? Why does this company get more behind me?
Well, you've got a chance to force the company's hand on June 3rd when you walk into the Northern Tournament, and you have a chance to, let's face it, you got a chance to shock the world on June 3rd. You got a chance to win the Northern Tournament.
It's not a shock if Tyson does it or Brent Banks does it or Matt Riddle does it, but it's a shock if Sebastian Suave does it, and that's fine. But that's what I've been doing this past year. I've been beating people. That's surprising. I've had Tarek's number. Do the math. I guarantee you I beat him more than he's beat me. Don't like the way I've done it? I don't care. The fact that you don't like the way I've done it, the fact that Tarek doesn't like the way, the fact that James Key gets in the ring and says, I don't like the way you're doing it, and we can still do it, and we can still kick ass, and we can still get those sponsors, doesn't that mean that I'm the real deal, that I can deliver? It's not a shock.
Well, Sebastian Suave, best of luck to you on June 3rd. And fans, be sure to tune in next week to The Hangover.